if you want to get your top-end designer and niche fragrances for around about 40 or 50% of retail on a regular basis, stick around and I'm going to share exactly that in this video. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brendan and you join me here today on a new type of terrace. I'm actually back in the UK, in my home country, seeing friends and family this week. But I've come to you from a nice terrace here that I managed to locate to do some filming. Got to have a nice environment to share information and connect with you guys, haven't you? And remember, most people who watch these videos are not subscribed. Why would you do that to yourself? Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you do not miss another video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you like this content too. Now here's the thing, if you are building a fragrance collection, it costs a bit of money. Even if you've just got the bug to buy fragrances and to smell good and feel good as a result, it still costs money, it still takes some funding. And when you go to the brand websites, you very rarely get the best deals. You might get 10% off or maybe even 20% on a particular sale, but you're not able to accumulate the fragrances in necessarily the way you might want. Well, I've got the solution for you. I'm going to give you a bunch of reputable quality sites where I have bought from personally myself. You can do the same. You're not always going to get exactly what you want when you want it, but you will generally save between 30 and 60 and sometimes even more % on the retail price of your favorite fragrances. So let's get into it. And I come to you with the Rolex Daytona Panda Zenith dial here. Just beautiful piece. This is an A serial with a full set. I'm going to do a separate review on this. Lots more watch content coming, but I just thought I'd rock this today. Pops alongside the navy blue and just never get bored of this watch. It's one of my very, very favorite Rolex watches in my collection. So the first site that I recommend is Notino or Notino, depending on where you come from and your dialect. And they have UK, they have Europe. You can pretty much get on Notino anywhere. They've got a pretty decent app as well. And I've bought a number of fragrances from them. The latest one I got was Roger Parfums Burlington 1819. I paid somewhere around $230 for that particular fragrance, euros, I must say, not dollars, euros, which is around about £200. So it's about 40% off retail. It sells in the UK for about £300, £350, something like that. So a really decent saving. I've also had plenty of other Xerjovs and lesser known brands. I've had Casa Murati from them, and they've always delivered for me, always been really good quality. So I recommend them. But here's the thing, with all of these discount sites, you've got to kind of scour them regularly. You've got to recheck them and have your sort of favorites that you're courting, and you might not get the one you want when you want it, but you might get another one that's on your list and you get a really good deal on that. So that's how I play it with these sites. And Notino, I really do recommend. It's not the absolute cheapest out there, but you're probably going to save 30, 40, 50% on the main brand retail prices, which is pretty damn good. And you're getting a really good quality product. They've never let me down. I've probably had, I don't know, 10 or 20 fragrances from them in the last few years. So definitely recommend Notino, and I'll put some links in the description for you so you can just click on and go. Now, the next two sites, I put a request out in a WhatsApp group, a fragrance WhatsApp group that I'm a member of, and asked people their advice on these next two sites because I'd not tried them myself at this point. And the responses were very, very positive across the board. You will see all of these discount sites will also have 1-star reviews as well as 5-star reviews. That is just the nature of the game, isn't it? But the reality is, if you get what you want out of it, what matters? Who cares, right? You win. So the next one is Beauty Now. And recently I bought Fragrance du Bois Milano from them. I got an unbelievable price on that fragrance. I think I paid 180 euros. I always get my currencies mixed up. 180-ish euros for 100 ml. What a fragrance, incredible fragrance. Recommend that. I've done a separate video on that, by the way. You should definitely check that one out. But today we're talking about prices, and I really have had a good experience with Beauty Now, and many people that I know have also had that. Now, they don't always have the stuff you want. You've got to keep scouring it, as I mentioned, but you will stumble on some awesome deals on that site. It's actually a bit dangerous because you can get dragged into, oh, I need that fragrance, or I need that fragrance, or I definitely need this one that I've never even heard of, but I definitely need to blind buy that. Don't do that. This is about saving money, not spending more money, but keep checking it. Beauty Now, I recommend it. And the third site is deluxe.uk or .es in my case, with being in Spain. I think they're based in the Netherlands, this site. And again, they have a really good range of fragrances in that sort of 30 to 50% reduction mark. I don't actually know how they do it. They obviously get the brands and they buy in bulk, and they are purely online, so they're not making much of a margin, but they're making enough to keep going. So I guess that's all that we care about if we get what we want, right? Deluxe tend to have a good range of Amouage on there at a decent price. They've got lots of other brands too, so definitely check them out. And the last two are actually overseas. They're in Canada, USA territory. And I have a friend, she is in the US right now. She's just collected a few fragrances that I ordered from the first site that I'm going to talk about. And the second site, actually, it's even cheaper, this one. So definitely pay attention to these, especially if you're over the waters. So the first one is fragrancebuy.ca. .ca meaning they're in Canada. And I honestly can't believe the prices on this site, but I've recently had delivered a Xerjoff Zafiro, a Panadora, and one other that I can't remember right now. And they were unbelievable, the prices. They were literally 30-ish% of retail. Now on first, I'm of the school of thought that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. But these have been approved and vetted by people that I trust, that are serious collectors of fragrances. They know what they're doing, they know what they're expecting, they know the performance they're expecting, all that kind of stuff. And they're legit, they're really legit. A lot of people recommend fragrancebuy.ca, and people are getting amazing deals on there. So if you live in America, or if you have somebody who does, or if you're visiting, definitely take advantage of the prices. I paid something like 150 US dollars for Zafiro, which works out about, I don't know, £100, something like that. And that's a 250-ish pound fragrance. So work the maths out yourself, pretty decent savings. The same with the Panadora, and the same with the other one that I can't remember. I think it's a Zafiro, but it will come to me, I'm sure. And the final one is called Maple Prime. Same deal. They seem to have an overlapping but different range compared to Fragrance Buy. But again, unbelievable prices. I just missed out on a couple that I was looking for. I wanted a couple of Roger Parfums, Amber Oud, and one or two others. And when I went and clicked on it, it was sold out, and I set a notification up. Probably will miss that for a while, but you know, it's a good opportunity to pick some fragrances up on your list for very low prices. For me, as a collector and somebody that's just prudent and values money, then I'm always looking for a deal. I'm sure you are too. Now, the concern is that you're not going to get a product that is legit. You're going to get a clone or a dupe or a watered down fragrance. I have not experienced that with any of the sites that I'm talking about on this video. I'm sure there are some, and stay away if you hear bad things about them. They've all been really good quality, legit websites. The fragrances have arrived in good condition. They've done what they should do. They've smelt as they should smell, all the cool stuff. And it's not just me. I've got a good community of people that have recommended these sites as well and had positive experiences with them. So you are in good hands on these. So that's it for this video, just a short one. Go to those sites if you want to save some money. Of course, it does not replace the experience of going into an authorized dealer, going into a lovely Xerjoff boutique, or going into a beautiful Guerlain on the 6th in Harrods or something like that. We're not trying to do that here. We're just trying to get you your fragrances at the price that you want to pay, or lower than you are currently paying. But if you want that experience, I'm definitely not trying to take that away from you. I just know sometimes you just want to pick up a good value fragrance on a budget, on a deal, and enjoy it. So that's what you're getting here. So again, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe if you like this content. Got lots more in store, including watches and fragrances and cigars and men's lifestyle and travel, all of that cool stuff. We're going on this journey together. So subscribe, stay in the community, and also leave a comment with any sites that you recommend, any experiences that you might have had with the sites that I've mentioned. Share it with the community and we will grow together. If you have a question that you want to ask me about anything to do with watch collecting or fragrances, travel, living abroad, any of that kind of stuff, then please drop me either a comment below, or you can send me an email if you want to send a private message, something like that. And sometimes I'll use that for content inspiration, and it will help everybody grow together. I will leave my email in the description. If you want to send me an email, you are very welcome to do so, and I'll do my best to answer everybody's questions, everybody's comments, and do the best I can to help us all improve and grow together.